It's that little gay talk show. Houston's hot mess of a podcast. A funny but thoughtful look at the LGBTQIA plus community.
Hello, Houston and everybody else out in the world. I'm Joel Tatum.
And I'm Julio Briseño.
And we are driving around in the car. I don't know why we driving around in the car.
This is a gay talk show first,
mm-hmm.
What
is this, gays in the car?
Gays in the cars driving around.
I don't know what to call this episode.
That little gay driving show. Damn.
You know, James Corden has his carpool karaoke. And then you have comedians driving around in cars, or
drinking
comedians
coffee.
going to go getting coffee, or...
And now you got gays driving around doing a podcast.
Yeah, okay. Welcome. It's Houston's hot mess of a podcast.
So bear with us.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of technical difficulties because this is literally our first time doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It was an idea that was born, last week? And we're like, why don't we try something different?
Mm-hmm.
And girl, here we are.
So we are basically sitting in a car with two heavy-ass mics. I've got the board sitting in my lap with wires all over the place.
If you log into our YouTube channel, you will see this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It will be up and running.
If you're listening to it on any of the podcast networks, you're going, what the hell are they doing? Why are they doing this?
These homosexuals. You're going to hear the blinkers. You're going to hear me curse at people.
Yes, exactly. So you're going to hear it all. I think it's going to be funnier on the podcast than it is on the video, because I think people are going to be like, what the hell is going on?
And if
what
the
are they
footage
doing?
is a little shaky, it's because the bumps on the road, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But bear with us.
Because we're in Houston, and one of the richest neighborhoods in town, and the roads are just horrible. They're always horrible. There's always construction.
Not your side of town.
Yes, my side of town, girl.
Already.
Yes, my side of town. Mm-hmm. Well, you live in Greenway Plaza, or near Greenway Plaza.
Right.
So it's a little better, but it ain't that much better. The roads are a little smoother, but the traffic is terrible.
Okay, girl, that's everywhere in Houston.
Mm-hmm. But that's everywhere in Houston. So,
to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Joel, how was your week, honey?
I worked all weekend. I got a COVID shot on Monday. I've been sick all day on Tuesday.
Okay, booster.
Mm-hmm. And I'm barely recovering today.
By the way, that waffle place in the corner, I won't say their full name so we don't get clocked.
Mm-hmm.
It's all, if you're into waffles and chicken and shit like that, girl, it's delish.
No.
Otherwise, I'm not into fried foods like that, and it's okay. It was all right.
Okay. You know what? I like the idea of that as a concept, and I think it's cute to go to every now and then.
Right.
But it's not like...
Now, there is a Vietnamese restaurant that's right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. 10 out of 10. The food is cooked fresh. It's amazing. I've been there like twice already. And every time it never disappoints. Their pho is good. Their, oh my God, their shaking beef plate is amazing.
But every time I come here, they're never open.
They're called Lua Viet Kitchen. Here on...
Oh, we couldn't say the Waffle Bus, but we can say La Lua.
The Waffle Bus is trash, bruh. That's true.
I thought you said you liked the Waffle Bus, though.
I like the waffles at the Waffle Bus. That was about it. That was my experience there.
I think it's just a niche. It's one of those cute little niche restaurants.
Really is.
Where you just go to like on a Saturday afternoon when you've been to the park.
She did not do it for me.
And you're like, let's try something different and cool.
Let's be those girls.
So, yes.
The hot dog place that was there.
Oh, girl. They long since... Well, they closed before COVID.
Yeah.
They closed... When COVID hit, they never returned.
Girl.
A lot of places never returned.
Mama.
And by the way, the hot dogs there were pretty good.
Yeah. They were so good I never went.
The hot dogs there... Well, I went like twice. And it was good. I will say I have had hot dogs... You know, I'm a traditionalist when it comes to hot dogs. I like either just some mustard.
Like your meat, Joel?
With a little mustard, or with a little chili cheese and some onions if I feel like I want to dress it up completely.
Well, she wants to be that girl.
But bacon and lettuce and tomato and all that, I'm like, that does not belong on a hot dog. And then I had a hot dog there with all that stuff, and it was actually delicious.
Have you been to the hot dog stand in front of Ripcord?
I have.
Girl, that is life.
That is life. But that is drunken.
It is
2 a.m. I'm going to wake up with terrible heartburn tomorrow, but at least I'm not going to be super hungover.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's the tea. I will say that, but you have to be drunk. I'm sorry, I cannot imagine eating that sober.
Oh my!
And like I said, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing. The hot dogs are delicious.
Right.
I am saying that they are delicious, but I think they taste better when you are drunk.
That's true. Anything, honestly, anything tastes better when you're drunk. Because at that point, you'll take whatever you can get.
But that little hot dog stand, consider that there's like 15 different stands in the neighborhood that you can go to. Well, like the one in front of the Eagle, oh my God.
That's a taco truck / yeah.
But they're fried, they're dressed up fries.
I haven't had them yet.
Oh my God.
I have not.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a mess. First of all, you're going to be messed.
I mean, I just don't see myself paying $15 for fries.
It's not fries. It's fries.
No shade, I'll shade.
It's pork carnitas, it's cheese, it's jalapenos, it's all kinds of stuff. And it's piled high. You're going to get your $15 worth. That's all I'm saying.
Period.
But you need to take it home. This is not something that you eat at the club because it's going to be all over you. If you're trying to pick up men and you eating this greasy, sauce-filled mess with lots of cheese on it, girl, it's gonna be all over you. And unless you're trying to get that man who has a food fetish. Ooh. Are there men who have food fetishes?
Yes. There's food porn, people that watch food porn. I know 2 people in my life that will like log on to TikTok, Instagram, and all they do is watch how they cook food.
I'm trying to
make food-related stuff, and I'm like, why?
I'm trying to figure out if I'm trying to get my feet together because I heard you can make girl could make a little bit of extra cash with some foot photos.
Okay.
Because these people.
Have you seen your feet though?
I have seen my feet. That's why I'm trying to get my feet together.
Girl.
But you know what? My feet might be because I've seen some feet on one of those sites. Girl, my feet might get $1,000 a picture, and my feet look terrible.
I mean, if you are desperate, please inquire within.
Oh, girl, I saw feet with claws. Huh? I saw feet with yellowing nails. I saw ashy feet. So much ashy feet. So much ashy feet. We have all these lotions. You can go to any CVS or Walgreens. There's a whole aisle dedicated to nothing but lotion. Girl. And I'm like, oh, Lord. This bitch needs some cocoa butter. This bitch needs some Vaseline.
Cocoa butter.
This bitch looks like she has some skin problems, so she needs some Lubriderm or Aveeno.
Not the extra strength Lubriderm.
Yes, girl. Yes. And not to knock anybody with skin issues, I have skin issues too. But the fact of the matter is that lotion up. Lotion up. And you know what? I say this with love. But that includes white folks. Y'all need to lotion up them feet.
The white people out of this, Joel.
Y'all need to lotion up them feet because I saw some of those feet pictures, and I'm like, somebody's paying $1,500 for those feet. Yeah. Oh Lord. I think I can do better. You might want some feet of color. You might want some feet of color.
By the way, we're driving by the Fine Arts Museum over here near the zoo.
There's some new submersive.
Submersive what?
I think submersive museum. I think we're passing it by right now. We're here in where are we? We're in Herman Park.
Yeah.
Herman Park Museum District.
Catty-corner from the Museum of Fine Arts Houston.
And
do a show out here one day. Like I said, the patio, see if they want to do a show.
I wish we could have some outside cameras so we can show y'all where we're at.
True.
So we can show you where we're at. But we're driving around. We are driving around, just doing our thing.
Let's see how this is fun so far. The camera is sliding a lot, so I'm having to check it. This is our first time ever doing this, so we need to know what. We just gotta know what equipment we need next to make this function.
That camera is clinging
for life.
She's
an expensive camera too, so
he has it clinging for life.
Checking her don't do it. Don't let go, Jack. Don't let go. Paint me like one of your French girls.
So now we're gays in cars acting a fool. That's what.
Gays in car acting a fool.
Gays in cars acting a fool.
That's the title of the show right there. Gays in cars acting a fool.
Exactly. So that's basically what we do.
So how they treating you at work, Joe? Everything good?
Oh, girl, we don't talk about work.
Ooh.
We off today. We don't talk about work. Work is fine. I'm waiting to get paid.
Period. Until then, y'all can go fuck off.
I'm waiting to get paid. That's all I'm waiting on. I got huge bills, and I'm waiting to get paid. And this check better be something.
She said, I want my money.
Mm-hmm.
I want my coins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
There. Ow. This light is always the most annoying light ever.
Mm-mm.
I may or may have not ran this light when it was red, just after I made sure there was no incoming traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Because, girl, she'll stand there for just like a 10-minute red light, mama, and I am not about that life.
I didn't understand that yield sound back there. I mean...
Hey, girl, rush hour, this area is horrible.
Houston drivers don't know what yield means.
Okay. Oh, we're by the Sam Houston statue. I really need to get a second camera to like point out where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe then I'll get the GoPro and buy the memory card and set it up to where like I can point where we're driving so people can see where we're going, mamas, and what we're doing. Because the way we drive is gay.
So,
Although, girl, this park right here, what is this park called? Harmon Park?
You don't know what this park is called,
yeah,
girl.
They got that hill. And when it's summertime, you got all them athletes doing exercises there, shirtless, running up and down. You're like, it's dirty, run, dude, run.
So basically a bunch of gays just showing off.
Girl, I had a crazy week, kind of, sort of. So I have a story about a naked neighbor that got locked out of their apartment, but it wasn't a happy story. It was like
Was it tragic?
It was. Yeah.
Full of drama?
Yeah.
Intrigue?
Yes.
How much do you know?
Pretty much most of the tea on that story. She was cleared. So okay.
So she, as in she.
Female she.
Okay.
She. So I was walking Jenny at the dog park, and then we go in the elevator, we head back up to go back to the apartment. And as I'm walking through the hallway to get back to where I'm going, all of a sudden I hear this, "Excuse me, sir, can you help me out?" And when I look over, this girl was sitting in front of a door. Hold on, let me hold this camera real quick. This girl was sitting in front of the door, naked, crouched, like in somewhat not fetal position, but sitting down, crouched, like
she trying to protect the girls.
Yeah, protect herself, like cover herself up because she's naked. She just got thrown out of whatever situation she was just in. So I immediately told her, like, "Are you okay? Do you need police, medical? Like, what's going on?" No. Did somebody hurt you? You sure you don't want to call the cops on that person? You don't have to protect them. Like, I instinctively went into that state of mind. I was like, you don't have to protect whoever did that to you. Like, bitch, call the cops. Like, fuck them.
Exactly.
And so she's like, no, I'm okay. And so I'm like, okay, girl, as long as you're fine. Do you need to call somebody? Do you need an Uber? Yeah, I need to call somebody. So I give her my phone. She calls her friend on speakerphone. And as soon as she hears her friend's voice, she starts breaking down. Oh my God, girl, they jumped me over here. You have no idea. So apparently, based on what I heard her tell her friend, was that she met a group of people, ended up partying with them. And there was the first one.
And there's the second one.
Hold this.
Okay.
Just hold it for a quick
second.
And so
and we were having technical difficulties with the camera.
We did warn the people. So. All right, let's try this. Period.
Okay.
All right. We get in focus slowly but surely. Come in, mamas. Sorry, y'all. Camera slipped.
That's fine. I think the girls want to hear the story, though.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get us in focus at the same time.
But if I'm like listening, I'm like, so what happened, girl?
So what happened? Fuck your camera. Fuck your expensive equipment.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all chose to do it on the road. Right. I want to hear the rest of the story.
We were clearly ill prepared. Let me park here real quick. And then fix this camera, and I promise I'll get back to the story. You're going to see this on YouTube. This is going to be unedited, raw, unfiltered. For the people, what happened? Focus, girl.
Uh-oh. She lost focus, girl.
I think I know what happened.
Okay.
Right. She's right. Okay. Hold this microphone for me.
Okay, so now I'm holding
She's got
my
like
focus.
this particular. Here we go. Okay, that one, and then there's the secondary one. I'm gonna need her to work with me, not against me. Okay.
Someone's going to go by and go, look at all that equipment. Are they doing an OnlyFans in the car? Is that what they doing?
Girl.
Because that's exactly where people will go straight to.
Focus, mama, focus.
We look so soft. Why do we look so soft?
Because it's blurry, bitch. Hold on. It's on autofocus.
We probably can't stay here for too much longer.
No, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Just temporarily. Here, I'm gonna cut and then restart her.
Okay, she's gonna restart it. So you're gonna have to pick up when you do the editing.
Oh yeah.
Where we left
There
off.
we go.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
We're back on track.
Are we though?
For now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We back, people. Sorry about that. We had to fix the blur. I'm gonna skip that part in the editing. Like I'm just gonna take the when it fell and then when we came right back.
Mm-hmm.
So which part did I leave off at?
Okay, so the girl is on the phone with her friend.
Yeah. So she's telling her the story. Like, oh my god, girl, you won't believe. So she met up with a group of people. Ended up going back to their house for an after party. One of the girls' boyfriend, all of a sudden felt threatened and was like, "Are you trying to fuck my man? Because I think you're trying to fuck my man." She's like, "No, girl. Like, I know that's your man. Like, I'm just chilling, having a good time. Like, I'm not. Well, I think that you're trying to fuck him, so I'm gonna jump you." So they ended up jumping her. A group of girls jumped her at the after party at the apartment. They stripped her naked, kicked her out. So this girl, so by the time I got there. Okay, so then that's the story. That's the backstory. She got kicked out. They didn't give a fuck about her. They just kicked her out and made her go somewhere. And so that's when I came across her. And
What time of the day was this?
this was in the afternoon. That's the crazy part. It was like at 2 o'clock-ish. No, I take that back. 3 to 4 o'clock, right around that time. So the girl like calls her friend. That's when I got it. So luckily, I had a bathrobe in the apartment. So I'm like, oh shit. Because she was butt naked. So I was like, babe, hold on. After she finished her phone call, I was like, okay, let me go get you a bathrobe that I have at the house. One in particular. Hold this real quick. One in particular. And funny enough, it was a bathrobe that I had bought at IKEA like 3 months ago, but I've never used it. So I felt like that was a bathrobe. It was like a synchronicity moment where I bought it in particular just for that situation without realizing it. Because that robe had been hanging in my closet, girl. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use it at home, and girl, I never used it at home. That was the last thing so I went and grabbed it, handed it to her, said, just keep it. You can have it. It's yours. It's clean. It's never been used. Like just. And so she put the bathrobe on, and then I ended up walking her towards the front to the leasing office. And so at that point, her friends had called back, hey, what's the address? So I can't find, because she sent her that location, but she couldn't, whatever reason, they couldn't find it. So then I gave her the address, blah, 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 over here by this spot, by this place. Cool. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. I'm on my way. So then I ended up leaving her by the front office. Her friends came and got her, but while she was waiting at the front office, I had called the apartment people, and I said, hey, by the way, I think this apartment, because that's where I found her, was the one that did something to her, and she was naked. I explained to them the story, what happened. They're like, oh my God, thank you for calling and letting us know. You're like the 5th person that called about that right now. Apparently, she had been going from floor to floor trying to find help. But, horrible human people that walked by her just saw her and were like, no, it's okay. I'm not interested. Thank you. Please leave me alone. And they just left her there and kept walking. So
I'm sorry. Let me interject here.
Interject.
So a naked woman is walking throughout the apartment complex trying to find help.
And everybody
ain't nobody lifted a finger.
Not a goddamn person.
Nobody lifted a finger.
Nope. Mitch, it's sad.
It took a gay.
It took a gay.
It took a gay.
It did.
It took a gay because nobody wants to get involved. By the way, as a gay, it's probably happened to us a couple of times.
Booty calls gone wrong.
Yeah, booty parties that we went to afterwards because we met some people.
He got kicked out by the husband.
Yeah, exactly. Or
his husband again. He was not about that life.
I mean, there was a hot tub moment, but luckily my cousin lived right down the road, so I was able to run home.
Not a hot tub moment.
Yes, there was a hot tub moment. I had to run home, girl, because things got a little. Not weird, but just...
What happened, girl?
What had happened was drugs was involved. Then somebody was talking about shooting somebody else. And I said, okay, girl, that's all.
Shooting. I gotta go.
That's all you had to say, girl. Okay, I'm going to grab my purse and I'm out. That's all you had to say.
Let me grab my purse.
What about your clothes? Oh, I don't need them. Let me just...
There's a car accident over there. Did you see it? Oh, damn. Hey, Daddy with the ass.
Oh, that's a lot of cakes.
Yeah.
But yes, there was a hot dog. I had to go to my cousin's like, girl, what happened to you?
Ooh.
And she said it just like that, girl, what happened to you?
What the fuck happened to you?
Like she knew, like, oh, this bitch done got in some trouble again.
The sad part is when they know it's again.
Yeah, exactly. So she said, come on in, girl.
But girl, to finish that story off, so I called the apartment people, told them what happened. They're like, oh my God, we've heard about her. We were looking for her, but we couldn't find her. And we don't know what happened. So I told them the backstory. They're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, we're going to talk to the people that, because she was sitting at different doors. And people just kept telling her, no, thank you, no. And then finally, that was the one that saw her last. And like, hey, it was at this apartment, but I'm not sure. And it's like at this point, she declined to call police or anybody like that. So we really can't do anything about it except just file a complaint on the apartment. And that's all they could do at that point. But yeah, they talked to her. They offered her water. She just was like, no. I'm just waiting for my ride. I'm trying to go home. Like I don't want any problems. I was like, girl, you're the victim here. Like, help yourself, mama.
But I understand she was a little bit traumatized.
Right.
She's traumatized. All she wants to do is go home.
Yeah.
That's all she wants. And like I said, been in that situation, all you want to do is go home. Yes, I could call the cops, but maybe I'll call them later. But right now, the comfort of my home. When you are in the comfort of your home, everything starts to, you can calm down, you can get yourself together, you can take a shower, you can cry a lot. But you'll
sounds like you've been through this once or twice.
But you'll be at home.
He's like, I know protocol. You
well,
go home,
when someone
cry
goes
it out, you sit in the shower.
Well, in any traumatic experience, the first place you think of is home. You want to be home. You do not want to deal with all the crap. You just want to go home.
I will agree with that, yes.
So, yeah. So, I feel her for not, because honestly, I probably would have been more mad than anything else. And I would have said, call the police, call the FBI, call blah, blah, blah. Because I would have been pissed.
Call Obama and Michelle.
You got me out here naked. I ain't got no wallet. I ain't got no phone. I ain't got nothing. And I'm walking around and people are like freaking out going, no, don't come near me, blah, 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 blah. Instead of asking me what's wrong or what have you. It's the kindness of one person who came up and gave me a bathrobe and helped me out. I just want to get home.
By the way, I hope people checked out our new promo that we put up on TikTok, Instagram. By the way, we're going to work really hard, guys, to get some cute little promo, get some cute TikToks out there running.
Girl, where you been? I've been doing TikToks all weekend.
You have? No, you have.
I have. I've even scheduled TikTok.
Yes, queen. Look at her. Speaking of, I sent you one TikTok in particular. It was regarding a porn addiction.
That wasn't a TikTok. You sent me a text message. You sent me a text message
the
out of the blue, and I'm like,
I texted you the video and then a message following it, like this may or may not apply or something like that. What did I say?
Okay, well, I got the receipts. Let me get the receipts.
Actually, let me get the audio going. So
let me get the receipts.
I'm gonna play the audio real quick so people can know exactly what we're talking about. Let me read
out the text message.
The fact that we
this bitch sent to me. Okay, so she sends me this TikTok that says, worried about your friend's porn use.
Here, I'm going to play it so they can hear it.
I don't know if they're going to be able to hear it.
Yeah, they will.
Hi there. My name is Joshua Shea. I am a pornography addiction expert. I am a former pornography addict, and I have been coaching both pornography addicts and the partners of addicts for the last 2 years. You are getting this video because your friend is worried about your pornography use. They don't want to make it a big thing. They don't want to have an awkward interaction with you, so I'm doing it for them. They're not going to bring it up again, but they are worried about your pornography.
Worried about you, Joe.
use.
Okay, first of all,
They'll be there for you if you need them.
Okay, first of all, I have to ask this question. Did this show up on your For You page?
Maybe.
Okay, then somebody's worried about your porn addiction.
Actually, I was on our Little Gay Talk Show TikTok, and I thought it was my For You page, and I kept scrolling, and he came up, and I was like, how the fuck did I get this? Sure enough, I'm like, oh, it's not even my TikTok. It's Joel's TikTok.
Is it Joel? Was it Joel, or was it the show's TikTok?
The show's TikTok.
Okay.
Like, I think
because sometimes I'll just go through and see stuff and
right. Same. I was like, I think this was meant for Joel to see. But yeah, Joel. I sent Joel that video. I was like, and what I tell you in the message, I was like, girl.
Okay, so here.
I was like, I'm gonna leave this right here. Is what I said.
Exactly. I'm gonna leave this right here. Also, this sound has
potential.
This sound has potential. And I'm like,
why, Julio? Why? Was your next response?
You know, and then I chastised him because I hadn't gotten the last 3 episodes. I had literally taken clips from older episodes to put on TikTok just to get us started.
You can do. I'm gonna teach you how to do screen recording. So, like, because some of them, not all of them are uploaded to our Dropbox, but I did upload the last 2. So.
Yeah, I saw those too. So I'm working on those right now. So, well, I was gonna work on them yesterday, but girl. I got my booster finally after going through all the stuff that I needed to go through beforehand. So I said, you know what? Okay.
This is your second booster or third?
No. This is my first. Okay, so I got the 2 shots.
Yeah.
And then Monday I got the booster. So now I'm all boosted up. I'm what they call now fully vaccinated.
Period.
So I got it on a Monday afternoon because I knew I was not going to be feeling good, and I was off Tuesday and Wednesday. So I knew I wasn't going to be feeling good the next day. Well, I woke up on Tuesday morning, and I said, I'm going to make breakfast, and stepped out of bed and went right back to bed. I was hot. My body ached all over, and I was just coughing all over the place. And I'm like, yep, here we go. Which is normal. If you have ever had a vaccination against a virus, you are going to be a little ill the next day. And I was not surprised nor shocked. So I'm like, I made sure I had everything. I cooked dinner the night before, so I had food.
You would make Joe Biden proud. I hope you know that.
I had all the juices. Oh, I don't care about Joe Biden.
You always have all the juices.
You have all the juices. I don't care about Joe Biden. I was going to the medical.
Joe Biden!
I'm talking to medical professionals. I could care less about Joe Biden. He ain't no doctor.
We're driving by Barbarella's right now. Oh, I love that place. That place is really cool.
I have never been there.
It's a really cute club.
And my friends wanted to go there. And I said, we should go because they have... But my friends are like, kind of like, well, it's kind of trashy looking.
Past 9 p.m. kind of friends?
Yes. Well, if I'm going to be out that late, I want something that's not so trashy and doesn't have so many...
Speaking of old friends, how's Miss Randy doing?
She's fine. I haven't talked to her in a while. And
shame on you.
No. It's more in the lines of the fact that, like I said, I'm waiting to get my check because my phone's not on.
Ooh.
So I can get text messages.
I'm sure she has called you and she just can't get to you. Well, even if your phone's cut off, you shouldn't be able to receive.
No. I can receive phone calls. I just can't call out. I'm sorry. I'm putting my financial tea out here, but girl,
we can cut that out.
No, because everybody goes through stuff, and I don't mind. People don't.
Joe wants to keep it real with you guys.
Everybody's gone through stuff, and sometimes when you are starting something new, or when you are living your dream or doing the things that you want to do, there's going to be some rough patches.
True.
And you have to get through those rough patches.
That's right, girl.
So So people who have started businesses have had to literally work like 3 jobs and do their businesses just so they can pay the bills. People who have decided to become artists have had to sacrifice things.
People who start a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. People who start a podcast and spend thousands of dollars of equipment, sometimes have to eat ramen noodles a couple of days a week.
Period.
And
we're in downtown now. I don't know if you can't tell. Next time I'll try to get a GoPro that faces the other way so I can cut back.
I'm sure we'll probably get out of the car at some point. So, and then he can do like a camera span around where we can show where we're at because we're only 28 minutes into the show. So, so yeah, so
it's fun so far though. I kind of like the distractions we have going.
So
this is cute.
The porn addiction thing, we need to get back to that because I actually found a test online.
Okay.
It's only
a short quiz.
It's only 6 questions long.
And what are the questions? Do you have them?
They're in notes actually.
Where?
So what you have to do is it should start. Okay, social media topics. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my notes because you might not have gotten them.
See.
Okay. So
the way your life and phone set up.
Okay.
Okay, they moving. I'm gonna take a turn on McKinney.
Okay.
I think it's gonna take us by Discovery Green.
Okay. Well, I don't have internet.
Who is she
Hold on.
honking at? She's honking at me, bitch. If you're in a hurry, go around me, ho.
Okay, you driving with a mic in your hand, girl.
Literally, I am conducting a show.
And trying to
sir.
hold the camera at the same time.
Bitch, for real.
Girl, open your phone. Let's see what we got in notes here.
Topics.
No. Scroll up. Scroll down a little. It might have shown that.
Where?
Okay. It will say, "Are you addicted to porn?"
Just read them out loud. Read them out loud. How about that? Let's do that.
Okay.
You texted it to me? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Just read them. And then we'll go from there. Because, girl, I'm balancing a camera, a microphone, and a steering wheel.
Okay, so we might have to
driving risk as we speak.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna have to hold off on that just a little bit because I need to find Wi-Fi in order to pull it up.
The Discovery Green one do a show out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to find Wi-Fi to pull it up. So let's just hold off on that.
I'm gonna do my hotspot.
Mm-hmm.
Go from there. Personal hotspot 1, and that's the password.
Houston, Texas. Ooh, I just said that out loud.
You dumb fucking bitch.
You're going to have to change it.
Fucking cunt. That's why I pointed to it and was like...
You're going to have to change it.
Not really, because I have to give
You know what? You edit the video. All you got to do is bleep it.
Girl, if you don't connect to this motherfucking Wi-Fi, swear to God, I'm going to drop you off right here at Discovery Green, and you're going to walk
you know
home.
What? Let me say this
and then
to
I'll
you.
do the remaining show.
If somebody does all that investigating to get your information, girl,
it's just I have to.
They need to be hired on for the show because
also I keep the Wi-Fi off, like the
nobody
hotspot.
Everybody has a hotspot. Nobody uses it that much.
This one right here. What? Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Nobody uses their hotspot that much.
I don't.
The only time I use my hotspot is if I have my laptop and I'm in a place where there's absolutely no Wi-Fi.
Has she connected it?
Okay, I'm trying to find you, girl.
Under Julio's iPhone.
Is it Boss Lady or Julio's iPhone?
It's this time it's Julio's iPhone. If anything, I'm gonna change it to Boss Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm that girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna continue to be that girl. I'm gonna buff up. I'm gonna bag up. I'm gonna check up. I'm gonna get my feet and I'm gonna do it right. Oh, we're driving right by Discovery Green. Wow. Mm-hmm. Went from gay to like, hey, we're driving by Discovery Green.
Mm-hmm.
Did you connect, girl?
No, it says unable to.
Oh, the ice skating ring is up.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute. Well, it's about to be up. That's cute.
About to be up. Didn't it come up in December, girl?
I don't know, mama. I don't come out here like that. Who you think I am?
Mm-hmm.
Some adventurous bitch? Someone who goes outside and does things?
I thought you were that girl.
I am, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much that girl. Alright. Where you at, Joe? What's the quiz? I've been trying to get quiz for, like, the longest.
Okay. I'm trying to join your network, girl.
Girl, you
It's saying, girl, no.
Bitch.
Okay. I think it might be typing in, I'm
going to pull over real quick so you can...
Typing in while driving is...
So I can, I got to help the people in need, the slow, the elderly.
It's showing that it's linked. I don't know why it's not.
Let me see, girl. Let me try her. Because you didn't even put in the password.
I was trying to.
Yeah, clearly.
I kept hitting R and S and P and...
I'm tired of you people. There you go. You connected now.
Okay, thank God. Because I'm like, girl...
So quizzes. We're by the George R. Brown Convention Center. We're actually right in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like this driving episode, bitch. It's cute. It's fucking fun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next week we can have a guest in the backseat. We just talk to us and we just drive around and be those girls. Wait, where am I? That blinker is blinking, mama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 30 days later, she finally pulled up the quiz.
Okay, first of all...
Second of all, you still not pulling up the quiz.
Can I get to it?
Third of all...
Can I get to it?
I've been waiting. Feels like forever.
You've been waiting 20 seconds.
Too long.
Okay, let me read it so that you understand.
Let's do this.
So that the audience understands what's going on here.
Okay.
So it asks, who is this porn addiction quiz for?
You.
Below is a list of questions that relate to behaviors common among people who may be using pornography in an unhealthy way. Is there a healthy way to use pornography?
Yeah.
And what healthy way would that be?
Exactly. I'm trying to figure it out.
Dr. Julio.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Please read each question carefully and indicate how
I'm
often...
going to pass this like 100%.
Often you have experienced the same or similar feelings or habits in the past few months. To see where you fall on the spectrum, because there seems to be a spectrum.
Where do you fall on the spectrum, Joe?
Okay. Well, actually, I was going to have you read me the questions.
As I'm driving, balancing a camera, and
but I did not realize.
I
I did not realize we were going to be driving. So this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to park.
Nope.
Because it works better if you read the questions and then I have to answer them. And if I don't know what the answers are, it makes it easier.
So it's that kind of show.
Yeah, so it's that kind of show.
Let me
It's like
put it right here. Hopefully, on the no parking tow zone. Hold on a second.
okay, girl. This is a limo zone. Just tell them I'm important.
She is a porn addict. She is a porn addict.
Just tell them I'm important. Okay. You should know that already.
Honestly, I forgot it. I haven't used your phone in so long, I forgot it.
Last time you did, you just put it up to my face, which is what I thought you was going to do in the first place. Wait a minute.
May I quiz you?
Yes, you can, unless you want to talk about
a new
it.
Apartment building. Girl, that apartment building is cute. I bet
you just have to scroll down.
I bet
okay.
rent's like $13,000.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the heart of downtown near where the Rockets play. What's this arena called?
You don't even know.
Exactly, because I don't come here that often. Okay. So, SciComm has these questions. And question number 1. Do you spend a lot of time thinking about pornography? Yes or no?
Yes or no? No.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, no.
Do you ever lose track of time while you're watching porn?
Yes.
I think we all do. Girl.
I think we all do.
Have you ever tried to cut back on how much porn you consume?
No, not really. No.
Do you ever feel restless or irritable when you try to cut back on porn?
No.
I feel like that one's a yes.
No.
I've noticed a difference.
How? I could have just been irritable just to be irritable. It doesn't have anything to do with porn. You just coming up with stuff.
Have you ever lied about how much porn you actually watch? I'm going to say yes for you.
I'm going to say no.
Right now in this interview, you're lying.
First of all,
has pornography
there are receipts, past episodes.
Has pornography ever interfered with your work, school, or relationships?
No. Although there is a cute little story to that question, but I think I already told it.
Do you continue to watch / look at porn even when it has negative consequences on your relationship or your work?
No.
Okay, girl. Have you ever done anything illegal to access porn?
Hell no.
You ever borrowed somebody's hotspot or anything to watch porn?
No.
Password Houston, Texas?
No, I'm not borrowing.
Do you ever feel guilty, sad, or anxious about watching / looking at porn?
No. I don't have no shame.
Optional. Enter your email below to receive the test result. Girl, bye. So, your results, porn addiction quiz. Your score, it's mild.
Mm-hmm.
Indication of porn addiction. It's a mild indication of porn addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Indulge in a little porn now and then. Your answer suggests a mild indication that you have symptoms coming among with people with an addiction to porn. In other words, really nothing to worry about here.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think so.
I feel like she lied and she cheated to the quiz.
No. Because I've never read it. I made sure I did not read it beforehand, so I did not know.
Motherfucking recount because a motherfucking lie.
But you just wanted to see if I had a porn addiction, and even if I did, I had to go get help for that, girl.
You do, girl. You got
I would have to go get help for that.
Oh, it's Toyota Center. Okay, that's where we're at. Where the Houston Rockets play. Girl, that's how often I come.
I think I watch the right amount of porn.
What is that?
I'm not saying that I watch the right porn.
What is the right amount?
I think.
Elaborate.
Okay, so I think the right amount of porn is when you're in the mood. When you suddenly have this urge to...
That's how you want to watch it.
Yeah. When you just suddenly have this urge. Maybe I was watching something on TV and somebody had some cakes and I went, okay. All right. Or maybe I'm on TikTok and a thirst trap comes along and he's swinging his dick in his shorts and I'm like, okay, I think I need to masturbate now.
Not the masturbation.
And you know what? I don't know if this is a complaint. I know I've talked about this before.
Right.
But... The thirst traps on TikTok, y'all getting bolder and bolder.
They really are.
Y'all are getting bolder and bolder.
You can just tell the ones that are doing it for the likes, and I just skip right through the cheesy ones. I also think the ones that are subtle about it, like I want you to see it but not see it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where you have my attention.
Where you get a little bit of a peek, but you're not where it's not like slapping in your face, but you get like a little bit of a peek. Because if you wanted to, honestly,
hold on, pause. I'm gonna need the mayor to fix these fucking streets. I never realized how bumpy they were until I had a camera that I'm worried about holding up.
Girl.
It's like bump, 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 bump.
We've been bumping. This is Houston. You bump all the way to your destination. You do up.
Oh, that's really pretty. I'm gonna turn the camera around for that. Well, I can't. Like the light's green now. Sorry, y'all. It's a mural. 3 ballerinas on 1415 Louisiana, the garage. But that part.
Yeah, exactly. So yes. So I think.
Have you been watching the news, by the way?
Okay.
About all these recent deaths of celebrities, like bitch, back to back.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this.
Say it, girl.
I'm gonna say this. We lost a fabulous designer.
Yeah.
Who?
Andre Leon.
Who, by the way, was a pioneer.
Totally, yes.
Pioneer in his field. Who I've seen many times on many shows. Yes. I saw him on America's Next Top Model. I'm trying to recall that I may have seen him on 30 Rock a couple of times. I'm trying not to make sure I don't get him mixed up with Titus Burgess. Oh. Because I think Titus... Well, what happened is that Titus Burgess played a caricature of him.
Really?
Yes.
I can see him pulling that off, actually.
So, I don't know if he was really on... And I know that him and RuPaul have...
beef?
Do they have beef?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, I would love it if they did. That would have been some juicy beef.
Luxury reads.
Those reads would have been.
There would be some high-end luxury.
Oh my God, those reads! If those two girls were in the room and they had beef,
and Andre knows, I feel like Andre knows a lot of tea on a lot of people.
She did.
Yeah, they're right. She did.
She did.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. But she was 74. She lived a long life. She lived a long, fabulous life.
Yes, girl. He was one of my favorites at Vogue. Like,
fabulous.
I loved watching anything he was on or any talks he did, any interviews. He was so lively. Like, he just had a great personality, well-rounded individual.
I can imagine.
He had a little humility in him, too, I can tell. Because, he's a guy that's been he came from nothing, essentially.
Yeah, he came from nothing, but
something.
Here is something that I told somebody at work not too long ago.
What you tell him, girl? What you tell him?
I had told them that, you know what, Generation X was a generation where our parents told us, if you want anything, you have to be patient.
Girl, I'm hungry. You hungry?
I'm a little hungry. If you want anything, you have to be patient.
Should we do a drive-through episode?
Girl, I think we were talking about John, what's his name? John
Andre
Talley, I'm sorry.
Damn, I'm looking at this construction, Daddy. Hold on.
But if you want something in this world, you have to be patient sometimes. He was never patient. He said he wanted to work for Vogue. He knew he wanted to work for Vogue since he was a kid. He ended up working for Vogue. And he was not patient. He was not waiting around for them to say, well, you're black. It'll happen when it's time.
That's true.
This bitch walked up and said, it's my time. And I'm going to make it happen.
And I'm going to shine.
And
like a diamond.
If you can work under
Anna Wintour.
I'm sorry.
Wintour. Henny.
She's the fashion girl. I'm not the fashion girl.
She's the fashion queen, goddess, icon.
No. I was talking about you.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm right up there with her.
Yeah, so you're right up there. You know more about fashion than I do.
Clearly.
So Anna Wintour, he worked under Anna Wintour. And working under Anna Wintour, I'm sure, is not the easiest job on the planet.
No.
But I feel like that he let her have it on several occasions too.
She gave her the blackness. He read her. I'm sure he read her a few times.
He read her a few times, and she listened. And Vogue became extremely successful.
Period.
So yes, we lost an icon.
We did.
We lost an icon. We lost Bob Saget.
We did.
We lost Sidney Poitier.
Yes.
We lost somebody. Oh, we lost Meatloaf. We lost Meatloaf on Monday.
Louis Anderson also passed.
Louis Anderson and Meatloaf passed around the same time.
Was everybody drinking from the same water? The fuck? I mean, what I'm respectfully saying, that was a lot of people within like a range of 2 weeks.
I
haven't done a show in like 2 weeks. So, girl.
And I don't mean to cause any fear or any harm, but maybe it was a good thing that they checked out, because we might be going to war. We might be having a World War III situation.
I think that prophecy is going to come true. That that Third World War was supposed to be involving Russia, and we thought it was going to be with Trump. Bitch, it was Biden the whole time.
Well, okay, so I'm not gonna get into politics too much. But
don't be holding no back.
But if Trump had reined him in when he should have, we wouldn't be in this situation now.
They're best friends.
They're best friends. They two nationalists.
They would have been like, "Hey, bestie, can you not? Can you not?"
Trump would have been like, "Oh, you want to invade? Go ahead." We'll be fine. Go ahead.
You people.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You want to take over the Ukraine? I don't have a problem with it. Just don't involve us. We're not coming up.
He would.
So, yeah, it would have been a different story, but like I said, if some of you millennials bitching about the little things on TikTok, y'all might end up going to war, so y'all better get y'all priorities straight.
Shine them boots, honey.
A lot of y'all signed up for selective service.
Where the fuck are we?
Girl, we're in...
It's just one of those cities where you can know exactly where you're at in one part, next thing you're like, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even using the GPS. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find this Turkey Leg Hut, to be honest with you.
Turkey Leg Hut, girl.
You never been there?
Girl, even if we get there, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, and they always have a line.
They have a line around the building.
Every time.
Every time. You have to get there early.
Yeah, you do.
You have to plan for that.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm not planning on standing. I wasn't planning on standing in no line for half an hour.
Me neither, girl.
To get a turkey leg. Now, by the way, from what I've been told, amazing.
Yeah, oh no, they're fucking good.
They're fucking amazing.
The meat falls right off the bone. Like, I've never seen that in a turkey leg in my life.
It comes stuffed with all kinds of stuff.
They're
Barbecue, Alfredo, you have all kinds of selections.
I'm going to do that Wendy Williams with her mouth waters when she talks about food on the show. Speaking of, she's not doing her show anymore. I mean, the show's still on. Now it's guest host.
She's had some troubling issues.
Medical
and
personal.
And controversial. And she's had all kinds of issues since her divorce. Since that time, ever since she read Tabitha, what's her name from the internet? The vegan lady?
Tabitha from the internet?
Tabitha Brown, that's her name. Tabitha Brown. Now, I don't know if you are familiar with Tabitha Brown,
I'm not.
but she is the queen of vegan.
Oh, okay.
She is this inspirational, she is an African-American woman, she's inspirational.
Yeah.
She became vegan a few years back. Her and her daughter are vegan, but her husband and her son aren't. So she has recipes. She gives inspirational talks. All this, everybody loves her. She has millions of fans. So here was one of the controversies with Wendy. She is married. Her husband is, I think he's a cop. Tabitha Brown's husband, I think, was a cop for about 30 years. She told him, but because her show on the internet had been doing so well and they were making so much money that he can retire.
Okay.
And they can start living the good life because now they don't have to work.
Right. Retire,
he
girl.
supported her through all this. He supported her in the ups and downs.
Yeah.
In the beginning for about 5 or 6 years. And they moved to California so she could try to find more success.
Right.
He supported her the entire time, and to pay her back, she said, "You can retire now. We have enough money. We can travel."
Period.
By the way, you need to look her husband up. He is fine.
Ooh.
Girl, he is fine.
Ooh.
He is in his...
I'm fine, Joe.
Girl, he is fine. Tabitha and I are in the same age group, and when I saw her husband was... I was like, what? Her husband is fine. I mean, he works out. He is a big man. He's oh my God, he's just gorgeous. He got a little gray in the beard, and got that beautiful caramel colored skin.
Okay. Show me a picture.
Looks like he's got a big old personality.
You can just tell by looking at him.
What am I saying? We that kind of show. He got a big old dick. I can tell. I can look at him and tell he probably got a big old dick.
Sponsors. No kidding.
So, Wendy Williams said, and I quote, "Well, that probably wasn't a good idea for you to do that to your husband because now he's going to leave you for a younger woman once that money starts coming in."
Younger woman.
That's what Wendy's husband did, remember? Remember the drama?
True,
that's what Wendy's husband did and got that girl pregnant.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
The side bitch.
So, she was telling Tabitha Brown that the same thing was going to happen to her.
Yeah.
Tabitha Brown, as gracious of a woman as she is, she came back and said, "You know what, honey?
Back, bitch.
I know that you are going through some stuff, and I'm just going to tell you, girl, God's going to bless you." And ever since that day, Wendy has had problems and issues ever since Tabitha Brown said what she said. And the moment that I saw that on the internet, I'm like, oh, Wendy, you in trouble, girl. You pissed off Tabitha Brown. But Tabitha Brown is going to come at you in a good Christian way. And she used her good Christian way, and you ain't never been together. She ain't never been together ever since. And it has been hilarious because I can't stand with Wendy Williams. I think there's nothing wrong with someone talking gossip about other people, because that's, if you're in the entertainment business,
right,
that's what you do.
If she doesn't do it, somebody else is going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. There's always going to be 15 other people who do it.
Trying to do the gossip thing.
But she's just...
like us. Tune in next week for more gossip and more celebrity news.
But you know what? She's always been arrogant about it. And she just...
Wendy, yeah.
She just comes off as trying to be holier than thou when it comes to shit. And I'm like...
I need to catch up on that tea. I did not know that tea.
Yes, ma'am.
And Tabitha Brown.
So Tabitha Brown, let her have it in a good Christian way, and her life ain't never been the same since. And I'm not laughing. I don't mean no harm. I am giggling a little bit because, like I said, I have made it quite clear on many episodes from Julio and I's days all the way back that I am not a big fan of Wendy Williams.
I like Wendy. Wendy's a shady bitch.
She's shady as fuck. Which normally I would like a shady bitch, but if she was shady but funny, or shady but with a little hint of niceness in there, I would be okay with it. But she's just shady just to be shady, and it's mean. Aww. It's mean spirited. That's the word I was looking for. She is mean spirited, and I do not like that.
Listen to her though. They listen to her whenever she's like, "Let me talk to you for a minute." She goes in on whatever celebrity.
And a couple of celebrities have let her have it a couple of times on her own show.
Yes.
So so she's been having issues ever since.
Girl,
don't be dropping on somebody else's blessings. If that's what somebody else wants to do, that don't have nothing to do with you.
Right.
And the internet, by the way, let Wendy have it.
Of course they will.
Of course, because they were like, you should have just minded your own business
the whole time, and we would not be in.
And we wouldn't be in this situation. But you know, Wendy, it's her business to be in other people's business.
Are you aware of Adele's situation? Switching topics completely.
Oh, Adele, yeah, she had the
Vegas show that she canceled. You know, we were going to go. Well, we are going on a birthday trip out there, and we were going to see her on my birthday weekend. But then she canceled the motherfucking show.
Okay, that's because these fools out here don't want to get a shot. Go get a shot.
Bitch, it was her people's. And although TikTok went in on Adele, because that's not the first time she's canceled a show for the same bullshit.
Yeah, but
we weren't ready and we weren't prepared. And
but doesn't she have a Vegas residency there?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
She at least canceled the first few shows, so what I'm praying and hoping for is by the time our date comes around, her show still goes on. Like, they got their shit together.
Did people get their money back and stuff?
They're the ones for the shows that she was supposed to perform, yes.
Okay, as long as people got their money back.
Girl, because they don't
I understand shit happens, and I know that a lot of it was because of COVID.
Right.
Because she didn't feel comfortable having all those people.
Well, some of her staff people, some of the people working in the dancers, some of the musicians got COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Allegedly. I think it's just a bullshit lie. She just wasn't prepared. Like she said, and then time caught up with her. She was trying to do it, and she didn't want to do a rush job, so she ended up just taking the bullet.
Well, I don't know why she would be lying about it. Every other workforce, every time I turn around, somebody.
There's some people on TikTok that were like, we spent money specifically to not only come to Vegas but to enjoy this show. Like, we planned it around this show. Like, some people spent thousands, other people spent hundreds. And one girl on TikTok got real popular because she was like, look, this is not the first time she's done this. I bought tickets for this show, this show, this show, this show. She canceled. And
yeah, she still bought more tickets.
Okay.
And
actually, the ones for Vegas, somebody gifted her those tickets.
And by the way, she will probably buy tickets again.
Okay.
And she'll bitch about it. This is what I love. These same people will bitch about it, but they'll turn around and still go buy the tickets anyway.
It's like that's why that tell us that at the restaurants or at the bar, I'm never coming back here ever again.
No, you'll be
Especially
back.
At the bar, girl. Fuck this place. I'm never coming back. You're not getting my money. And like a week later, hey girl,
sorry about last week. What can I help you
soda,
with?
Bitch. Vodka soda, is that what you want? Stupid asshole.
Exactly. Hey, trust me, I see it a lot too. It's like, we are never coming back, blah, blah, blah. You'll be back next week.
You'll be back,
because nobody else wants you anyway.
Ooh, period.
We are willing to take you back, but nobody else will.
We are willing to take you back. That's it.
And I said that simply because that's what management would do. Okay. Anybody else would have been like, bitch, don't come back.
That part.
And honestly, in this day and age, a lot of them are saying, "Bitch, don't come back."
So, do you remember the Proud Family cartoon that used to be on ABC?
Yes, I saw the gay dads.
Did you see the? I sent you the link.
That just popped up by accident. I don't know where it popped up. It popped up on my phone, and I'm like, "What's this all about?" And I'm like, "Oh,
I sent you the link."
No.
YouTube.
I know you sent me the link, but I had already seen it before you had sent me the link.
Okay, so
and it had
my link then. Okay.
No. I mean, I was.
Fine. You don't have to explain, Joel. I see how you are.
I just was.
I see how you're trying to.
You know, the beautiful thing is that when you sent me the link, I'm like, "Oh, I'm already prepared for this."
Hell yeah.
So.
And then Billy Porter's gonna be one of the voices.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like, girl, that's perfect. When I saw the cartoon and him, like, I heard the voice, I was like, that's perfect.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you something right now because there's already controversy.
Oh, already?
There's already controversy. Yes,
because Disney's getting a little more gay friendly, or at least openly, than they ever were before.
Exactly, and the fact that wait a minute, we are talking about an openly. Well, some people will say that there was already a gay couple, and that was from Gravity Falls. The two police officers, which, by the way,
and then the movie
that is one of the best Disney cartoons I have ever watched.
There was also the movie they recently came out with where the two boys that were in Italy, they were mermaids or sea monkeys, whatever they were.
Oh, Luca.
Yeah, Luca and them. They were a little gay couple.
Yeah. Well, it was implied. It's what Marvel and Disney do best. It's always implied. It wasn't until the Eternals when it was actually, hey, there's a gay couple.
True.
So, yeah, beforehand it always had been implied. And I understand what Disney was doing. Disney was like testing the waters.
What's the controversy with the Proud Family?
Oh, because it's yet another black and white couple. It's why you couldn't have two black men as gay couple.
America, can we get the fuck over?
No,
please?
it's honestly.
Can we stop with this like multiracial? What's that? It's not called. What's that called? Biracial couples.
Interracial.
Interracial. Thank you. Can we stop, please, y'all? Like, it's 2022.
Look, I'm just happy they have a gay couple.
Got it together. Can the adults get it together, please, and thank you?
Look, I realize.
Let people fuck who they want to fuck. Who cares? Like, bitch.
Okay.
It doesn't affect you directly. Like,
calm down, girl.
I'm not gonna come. What you're not gonna tell me to do?
It's not. It's not that.
It's the end of the world, Joe.
It's not that much. You can calm it down. It's a small controversy, and it's always been a small controversy.
I'm gonna say is people get the fuck over it. If you're really worried about who else, where people are sticking their dicks in, or their pussies at, or rubbing it where,
I would not mind seeing a little bit more representation.
Your porn addiction. Here we go.
A little bit more representation when it comes to couples of the same race. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I would love to see two Hispanic men or two Asian men or two black men being in a relationship.
That would be
Does not always have to be an Hispanic and a white guy, or an Asian and a white guy, or a black guy and a white guy.
Okay.
You kind of want to see a little,
yeah. Okay, you're right.
You want to see a little bit more representation.
Plus, it's the Proud Family. You would think it'd be.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so you kind of want to see a little bit more representation.
The safe card. Let me just throw in the white guy just to keep it
a
little bit real.
You know, the fact that that Disney is actually doing a gay couple, an openly gay couple on a cartoon, hey, I'm giving them credit.
More power to them.
More power to them.
I'm
and yes,
mad at it.
We're gonna get to the point where where everybody will be represented.
That part.
So
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
More representation everywhere.
And speaking of which, I'm gonna bring this up because we always talk about this. This seems to be like something that Julio and I talk about a lot, and it's because we have such a love for films, and we have such a love for movies and that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you saw this. There was a little article about the fact that when it comes to going to the movies, we have talked about this.
Yeah.
When it comes to actually physically getting up, paying a ticket, and going to the movies, people are saying that we are no longer going to go to the movies unless we see people who look like us.
Oh. Come through, America.
So now I happen to watch. Now this showed up on TikTok. So, and when I heard the TikToker explain why some movies did not do well at the box office and some movies did, was because people want to see themselves represented more.
That's true.
And they are not willing to spend $30 to see a bunch of white people running around.
Oh gosh.
And I don't mean no harm when I say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
We've been given a taste of what the future Black Panther, Shang-Chi, We're going to start seeing Hispanic representation.
About fucking time.
We're going to start to see. We're seeing more Arab representation and more South Asian representation.
Yep.
So people are going to want, if they are going to buy a ticket, they want to see themselves.
Hell yeah.
So they are not going to go. The last duel. I think we talked about this movie.
Yeah.
This was the Ripley Scott movie that he complained that millennials didn't want to go see because millennials want to go see Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Which is not true. Millennials like movies just like everybody else.
That part.
But millennials are different. They do not want to see movies unless there's a little bit more color.
Agreed.
In the representation, so to speak.
Gen Z, come through millennials.
Come through millennials, come through Gen Z. Y'all doing y'all thing.
Period.
And so they're not willing to buy tickets. They will, however, watch them, and you said this, they will watch them on streaming services.
Yes.
They will, and no more period pieces. This is what he said. No, we're not going out to watch period pieces where a bunch of white people from the 1800s are running around
that part.
Doing that.
Unless
we're not
you
doing
include
that.
Some colors in there.
Yeah.
A couple of colors. Which I will give, for example, The Witcher, which is kind of set in medieval times-ish. They did a good job of like people of color in certain key roles and parts where like you're like, wow, like I'm not used to seeing a black character do this. Wow, I'm not used to seeing an Asian, Southeast Asian or
and neither are white people. So.
And it's nice. Like actually, it's kind of cool watching how they interact and like they're equals in the show. They're not like the slave. They're not like the
exactly.
They're actually like the queen too. Like and yeah, bitch, it's cute. I genuinely like seeing that kind of.
They're characters with backstories that you care about.
Yes.
And they're not side characters or token characters or throwaway characters that we've grown up used to seeing. These are real characters who could be anybody that we know down the street. By the way, so you don't get any hate on YouTube or the internet.
Please do. We need the attention.
The Witcher is sci-fi fantasy.
I love it though.
But it's not 18th century.
Well, it's medieval-ish. Even though it's in a sci-fi world, it's in the sci-fi medieval 1800s, bitch.
Okay. Not even that. Maybe 1700s.
It's out there somewhere. All I see was swords, knights.
She knows everything about fashion,
Period. Period. And it's a good show, by the way. It's a really good show.
I have not watched season 2 yet.
I did.
I have not sat down and watched season 2.
It's worth it. Get
and
into it, girl.
Somehow we managed to make it back to the house.
You know, Bay got me into this cheerleading show. That at first I was like, fuck this show. This show ain't shit. And now I'm on season 2. I'm like, girl, how the fuck did I go from like fuck this to like what's gonna happen next?
That's what happens when you get a bae.
Are they going to the championship in Daytona or nah?
That's what happens when you get a bae. Suddenly you watch the shit that you don't.
Halfway through season 1, where like they're right about to go to Daytona, and Michelle, I think Michelle's her name. Anyways, the coach, the captain, the leader. It is a good show. Like you actually, you get invested in the kids after a certain point because they start showing you their backgrounds, where they came from, how they ended up in the program, and. Babe's gonna watch this and laugh. He's gonna be like, I told you, bitch.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're almost at the end of the show.
Girl, it's been a great episode. Good show.
However,
yes.
I need a couple more minutes added on because I have now figured out why my boyfriend calls every day at 3 o'clock. Every time we do a show at 3 o'clock. My supposed boyfriend calls.
Spam risk.
Yes, spam.
Unknown caller.
Unknown caller. My tricks. Unknown
people
caller.
Are listening, Joel. They want to know
my
the
sneaky
tea.
link. Potential spam.
Yes. What's the tea? Spill it, mamas.
Yes. So it turns out that I am in a specific group of people
of porn addicts
who qualify for because of COVID and because. Here's the funny thing. If you think people don't know, if you don't think advertisers know what's going on with you medically.
They've been new.
They knew. They know. They don't need your medical records.
They've been new.
They already knew.
They listen to you on your phone.
They listen to you on their phone. They know what products you buy every time you use a credit card.
Search, everything.
Every time I order my prescription online or using the phone.
Right.
They know. So they already know my medical history.
Right.
So most of the calls are medical insurance.
Yeah.
They are disability insurance.
Yeah.
Because it turns out, and this is the shit, and this is what they're getting on board, because I watched this the other day. Because COVID can cause long-haul effects, and long-haul effects being the fact that you have gotten over COVID, but it has damaged your lungs or your body in such a way that you cannot work anymore. That the government is freaking out because so many people are going to now be on disability.
Oh, shit.
So the government is freaking out. So
they gave it to us. They might as well deal with the consequences.
So now all these companies are jumping on the bandwagon of calling people to let them know ahead of time that they're able, because I fit that demographic and fit that age group. They're now calling me, asking me if I want disability insurance.
A lady showed up to my house at my door. She's like, "We sent you a letter," and so like she caught me in the wrong moment too. I was heading out to something important, and I'm getting changed. And she's like, "Do you have time to talk?" I was like, "Honestly, I don't." What is this about? She was like, "It's a questionnaire about COVID and blah blah blah, and you qualify for this." And I was like, "You know what? This sounds fishy. Nobody ever comes to my house for anything, and suddenly you pop up. I'm sure you're here. I'm sure you're valid, and all your credentials are there, but I'm not interested. I don't want it. Please, thank you. Bye. You get a gift card. I don't want it. I don't need a gift card. Bye." Like, I'm not giving you my personal info. I'm not sitting here with you, letting you in my house. I know who the fuck you are. Like, girl, bye. She's like, "You can come to the office. You can come to our office. You can call us. I can give you my reference number." I was like,
see, they even canvassing people out because they know it's going to happen. They know that all the millions of people who got COVID, who are now,
they got the wrong bitch,
who are now suffering the long-term effects, or who might suffer the long-term effects. By the way, that's a lot of millennials too. Yeah, a lot of millennials don't seem to understand that. That's a lot of millennials.
Wow, I feel attacked.
And that is a lot of millennials.
I feel attacked.
And a lot of kids.
I felt like you came for us, millennials. We did nothing to you.
Y'all did nothing to anybody, and they came for y'all.
Here we are.
And now y'all going to be on disability for the rest of your life. And then we're going to have to figure out a way to get you off.
So we don't have to work no more?
Oh, no. The government's going to figure out a way to get you off.
Come on, universal income.
Oh, no. The government's going to...
The robots and the AI is coming soon. Mamas, we're going to have universal income. We ain't got to worry about nothing.
Okay, we have to survive World War III first.
Before we can even get to universal
Before we even get to universal... we have to survive World War III first. And I've already been watching little videos on how to survive in the wilderness if I have to, girl. You better start stocking up, girl.
I'm in my bunker, bitch. Fuck that. I'm gonna lock all y'all out of the bunker.
I think that if the gays can finally put all their shit aside, we can take care of each other.
You asking the gay community to not be gay,
not
be petty, not
we've
be
done it. We've done it before.
When? Please.
We did it during the AIDS epidemic. We did it during.
And there was still a shady bitch out there somewhere.
But we still did it. We were all shady bitches, but we still did it. So
I'm gonna believe that my community can come together and they can persevere and they can unify and they can all that.
But you have to realize that in both cases it's because we didn't have a choice.
That part.
So so in both cases because we didn't have a choice.
Okay.
So if we don't have a choice, if we are against the wall and all this other stuff, we'll come together.
That part.
It'll be testy.
Girl, Jesus can walk on water. The gays can come together.
You already know who's going to test us. It's going to be Gen Z.
RuPaul.
Gen Z queens, especially the vanilla flavored ones. Who's going to test our nerves?
RuPaul's going to be like, gays, assemble.
Is it going to be RuPaul though?
Sashay away.
Oh yeah, you know what? That would be kind of cute, like kind of an end game.
Bring the gays together. It's Ru motherfucking Paul.
If she can handle, oh my God,
they'll stop at anything for Mother Ru.
They sure would. They'd go to war for Mother Ru. Period. These are some
World War III. Send the gays. We got this.
Send the gay fans from RuPaul's Drag Race. War over in 15 minutes.
Into a party.
Yeah, war will be over in 15 minutes.
The poppers. There will be a circuit party. There will be a bear party. Boys will be turned out left and right.
So,
I mean, it's the army after all.
You heteros,
Better watch out.
Y'all better watch out. It's gonna be open booty season after a while.
The gays are coming to fight this war.
We gonna be opening up our own bakeries, so to speak. Cakes. Okay. Well, I think we're done, girl.
We done. We had a great show.
Fantastic
show. Thank you guys for being with us on the road. This is a first, and hopefully more to come.
Well,
We'll be more prepared next time. This time we brought some accessories that we thought could hold up the camera clearly. She did a good job, but I had to hold on to her the majority of the time as I'm driving and balancing the microphone and driving the vehicle.
We did all kinds of dangerous driving today. We did things that
But you know what? I liked it, and I'm gonna see if I can include a second camera that can point the other direction. So
you know what? You should probably get a hold of someone in the TikTok community because they put cameras up all over the car while they driving, doing their TikToks.
The GoPros, but those GoPros ain't cheap, mama. That's like $400 a pop.
Those GoPros are not cheap.
Got $400 laying around, bitch. I'll put up as many as you want.
Okay, we might have to look at Wish.com, girl, and find some GoPro knockoffs.
Not the Wish, but the Bish. The Bish version.
Oh well, no,
the Wish version.
We don't want to go to Bish. Bish takes 2 years before you get your package. At least with Wish, 6 months.
All right, mama. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming with us on the road.
I need a cocktail
for real,
and maybe a snack of some kind. Let's go have a cocktail and a snack.
Beach for real.
Let's go have a cocktail and a snack.
Period.
Okay, we can put this away in a second.
Okay.
I'll just stick it all in the back seat. Let's go have a cocktail and a snack.
Yes.
Okay, so we're out.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys.
Thank you, guys.